Hello, and good morning. Welcome to the Pete Braley Show. This is show number 59. I'm Pete Braley, along with my show creator, the producer, executive director, grand poobah, and all that, my son, Matt.
That's me.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yes.
And I was just watching Studio Dog Charlie, who is laying in his bed right now, playing with toys.
He's behaving.
Yes.
For once, which is strange.
He had a good night, too. He settled down last night.
I know. I didn't hear him bark all that much.
Yeah, he was not barking for you to come and rescue him with snacks. You think that's
that
what
that doesn't happen.
Do you think that's what he was really asking for the other night?
Maybe he has this assumption that I always have goldfish crackers in my room. I don't always have that. Most of the time I have them in
Most
my
of
room.
the time, yeah.
But
not all.
all the time. No.
Welcome to September 1st. And I don't know if you started the day going rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. That's supposed to be the first three things you say, or the first thing you say when you wake up on the first of the month.
Apparently. But I heard about that, a month ago?
Yeah.
And
I've
never done it before that.
Yeah, I always get up, and I probably said good morning to Charlie, and we discussed the news or something, and then I was like, oh, yeah, rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. So I don't know if it counts if you do it late. But
I mean, technically, by what you just stated, no. It would not count. It's not the first thing you said.
Some kids are back in school. I noticed yesterday on my Facebook feeds. Yeah.
Boo for school.
I noticed yesterday on Facebook we had all of these first day pictures, of kids going back to school. Others go next week. I know the school that Catherine works at, Norton High School, they start next week after Labor Day. Have you noticed any difference? I know you had talked about how this is your first August, September without going back to school or college.
I don't know. I've had the feeling a little bit, still I don't know. Maybe it's like an anxious feling,
but it's Sunday night.
Yeah, kind of. I've just that general depression looming over, but I have no reason to.
Yeah,
so, I don't know. It's weird.
You stop
weird.
yourself.
It's my first
say,
year.
Hey, wait.
It's my first year.
Don't have to.
Yeah.
I'm also waiting to see how long it takes, and I'll explain it as soon as he fills me in on it happening. Okay. I know it's very vague, but I'll explain it. Wednesday, September 1st. Today is National Burnt Ends Day. National Burnt Ends Day. And this has to do with a brisket.
What?
Dana was going to cook us a brisket, right? Once considered trimmings or leftovers, burnt ends come from the point of a brisket, each side. However, these days, burnt ends take center stage in a barbecue basket of smoky flavor and goodness. The name comes from the longer cooking time that's required for a tender biscuit. As a result, these thinner points become a little charred and a little tougher than the rest of the meats, but evidently they found a way to market it and sell it, I guess.
Okay.
So
interesting.
I'll have to take Dana's word from it if we hear from him today. It's National Acne Positivity Day. This day encourages us to let go of the stigma associated with acne and take time to love ourselves for who we are.
You know what's been weird is I've been getting mask acne,
yes,
and I haven't really been wearing a mask all that much.
Oh, because
I haven't really had a reason to.
Your sister's gone back to wearing a mask.
Yeah, and she was saying it the other day. She's like, I'm getting a lot of mask acne.
Right.
And I'm like, me too, but
I'm not wearing it
because that's
weird.
weird.
And today is also National No Rhyme Nor Reason Day. It recognizes words that do not rhyme with any other words in the English language, such as orange, month, silver, spirit, chimney, purple, and there are more.
Wow.
But those words don't rhyme with anything.
I mean, exact rhymes, yes, but you can always make something work.
What was it you told me it's called in songwriting?
Like a near rhyme?
A near rhyme? Okay. Yeah, that's when words are close, but they don't.
We rhymed hat with bad, and it works. When you sing it, it works.
Okay, so it's called a near rhyme?
Yeah.
On the, Charlie just whined. I don't know. He wants to go.
He wants to bark at things.
Yeah,
We're not letting him.
That's what he was doing. He was looking at our back door because our back door has window panes in it, so even at his height, he can see outside. And I don't know what he was barking at today.
Nothing. He was barking at nothing.
Anyway, on the date book for today, 1752, the Liberty Bell arrived in Philadelphia.
And just imagine, if we didn't have a Liberty Bell, National Treasure wouldn't be as good.
That's true.
So
that's true.
That's what it was really meant for.
Would have been a whole big hole in that show.
Yep.
On this day in 1995, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame opened in Cleveland. On this day in 2006, Roger Goodell began his tenure as NFL commissioner. How did I know you were going to do that, huh?
I know, right?
On this day in 2007, Clay Buchholz became the first Boston Red Sox rookie to pitch a no-hitter in just his second appearance. He beat Baltimore by a score of 10-0 at Fenway.
What a guy. I miss him.
And on this day in 2018, Aretha Franklin's funeral was held in Detroit. A couple of celebrity birthdays today. On this day, 1923, Rocky Marciano, the heavyweight champ, was born in Brockton. He died in 1969. Country great Conway Twitty, born on this day in 1933, died in 93. And Barry Gibb of the Bee Gees, 75 today. 75 years old for Barry Gibb. We invite you to join us this morning in the chats. We'd love to hear what you're up to and what's going on in your life, or comment on any stories that we have. Also, if you're watching this later in the day because you had to get the kids to school or whatever, feel free to write something in the comments. We do check those, and you can also email us at the Pete Braley Show. The Pete Braley Show at gmail.com. There you go.
Yes.
Coming up today.
I forgot what the email is.
Coming up today, we are not taking care of ourselves, evidently. What are some of the top lies that men tell to women? That's coming up.
Okay.
Plus, we have some life hacks on the health and fitness file.
Everyone loves life hacks.
Yeah. All right, so that's coming up. Do we have any chats this morning? Anyone checking in?
We got some people checking in. Good morning, Abby, Dana. Let's see, Diane. And Gail did say, good morning. This is my husband's first birthday in heaven. I may be a bit fragile today, but I'm going to make it a great day. Well, we're glad you're here, and hopefully we can make your day a little bit brighter. And happy heavenly birthday.
Exactly.
Let's see. Dana said, unfortunately, I can't do burnt ends because I don't have a smoker.
How
do you not have a smoker, Dana? Come on. Come on, buddy.
Hey, now we know. Christmas idea. Dana needs a smoker.
There we go.
Yeah.
If the light or anything behind me is moving, that's because Charlie is now behind my desk. Oh, and now he's running out.
Yeah, he's curious.
He's having a day.
Yeah.
He's having a day out here. Abby said, don't forget to like the video, guys. Yeah, like the stream, and that would help out. We would appreciate it.
Yes,
and
we
that's
would.
it.
All right. Let's get to the news for this, what is it, Wednesday, right?
Yes.
Wednesday. Louisiana communities beginning the huge task of cleaning up and repairing the damage inflicted by Hurricane Ida. They are also facing the prospect of weeks without electricity and air conditioning in the oppressive late summer heat. Ida ravaged the region's power grid, leaving all of New Orleans and hundreds of thousands of other Louisiana residents in the dark, with no clear timeline on when the electricity would go back on. Some areas outside of New Orleans also suffered major flooding and damage to homes and businesses. Hurricane Ida could cause gas prices in the United States to go even higher. More than 95% of U.S. oil production at offshore platforms and rigs in the Gulf of Mexico were shut down ahead of Hurricane Ida over the weekend, and they will remain shut until further notice. This caused the price of oil to spike on Monday, and the price of gas will likely follow. Meteorologists across Massachusetts are watching the increasing likelihood of heavy rain and flooding Wednesday, today, and tomorrow from the remnants of Hurricane Ida. The storm is slowly heading toward the north after making landfall in Louisiana. Forecasters say the remnants of the storm will approach our area Wednesday into Thursday morning, so starting later this afternoon, with the heaviest rain during the first half of the day on Thursday. And one other story, Apple's latest iPhone is expected to be able to make calls when it's out of cell tower range. Sources say the iPhone 13 will feature a customized chip that allows for low Earth orbit satellite communications. Effectively, your iPhone will be a sat phone.
Probably for emergencies.
Yeah. This will let users make calls and send messages, even if they're out of range from a 4G or 5G network. Apple is likely to announce the next iPhone in the first half of September. Let's look at the news for this morning. Patriots Nation is still talking about Cam Newton. We will get to sports in just a moment. But first of the month, it's National This, That, and the Other month. So I thought we'd check the list.
Let's do it.
All right. It is Baby Safety Month, although you'd think every month.
It should be year-round.
Better Breakfast Month, which I should definitely follow. Don't you think?
You don't eat breakfast, do you?
No. Sometimes a banana. I mean, is that considered
they
breakfast?
They have come out and said that, like, everyone's like, oh, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It's actually false.
Really?
Yeah, that's not true. That was made by, like, cereal companies, actually. No, I'm serious. They came out and said it. It's not the most important meal.
It's also Classical Music Month. Do you like classical music? I know you like just about every genre. But
yeah, I don't really listen to it all that much. I tell you what, I actually used to listen to it a little bit when doing homework because I would always listen to like music with lyrics, and I would find myself getting so distracted because I would enjoy the music more than I was enjoying what I was doing. So I would just put that on in the background. I'm a big fan of like movie scores and stuff like that. I think that stuff is really
John
fascinating.
Williams and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It is Fall Hat Month. This is when you're supposed to put away your straw hats that you wear in the summer. So put away your straw baseball hats and bring out your
straw baseball hats
and bring out your wool baseball hats. Okay.
Does anyone have a straw baseball hat?
It was a poor attempt at humor. I'm sorry. Yeah,
that's what you got.
I kind of deserve that.
Maybe you should get your own sound effects.
It is International Update Your Resume Month. I was always troubled for that. It's like, what do you put? You read one website and it suggests you do this. You read another, it suggests you do that. Yeah. Should you include the references? I always thought you should.
Should you include your piano lessons from when you were 6? Like, what do you put down?
I mean, I worked so hard at that.
I know. What if you need an accounting position that also plays piano from time to time?
You never know. Could happen.
It could.
It's National Square Dance Month. They used to teach that in gym.
Sarah was asking me about that, actually.
And I could never figure out why we're doing this in gym.
I don't know why she said that. I don't know what brought it up.
Yeah.
Maybe I was reading. I think I might have actually been reading the
outline.
Yeah. And she had asked me if I learned that in gym class. I don't believe I did, but she said she did.
Yep. Yeah. And I know I did back in the day. Mm-hmm. It is National Chicken Month, though we have chicken quite a bit. We're having it again tonight. Yeah. National Courtesy Month. National Library Card Sign-Up Month. I'm a big fan of the library. Of course, it also, you have to factor in the fact that we have one of the most beautiful libraries in the world.
True,
I think.
True.
The Millicent Library in Fairhaven. National Library Card Sign-Up Month. It's National Mushroom Month.
Not a fan of mushrooms.
Not a fan?
No.
Yeah. Sarah's husband is not a fan either, but we try to cut them up and hide them,
Like he's a baby.
Because the flavor is good, We'll see if we can
all you
sneak it by
people say. All you people are like, oh, mushrooms, just give it flavor.
Yeah.
Onions, just give it flavor.
Yeah.
I don't buy it.
No.
I think you're a bunch of frauds.
It's National Piano Month, in case you want to put that on your resume.
There we go.
With your accounting.
Yeah.
It's National Potato Month. Not potato salad month, so don't worry.
I love potatoes. Don't get me wrong. Like, I don't want the potato salad slander to hide the fact that I love potatoes.
Yeah.
I just don't like potato salad.
What's your favorite? Well, your favorite is banquet mashed, right?
Banquet mashed is number 1. French fries number 2. It doesn't get much better than French fries. I mean, does it? Like, French fries are amazing.
Where would
you find a good like if you get good French fries, because there's definitely bad ones.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Where would you put a baked potato smothered in butter?
Trying to think. Probably third. Maybe
okay.
fourth. Like
fourth.
Like I like diced up potatoes that are like seasoned and
and
baked. So it's kind of like a baked potato.
Like home fries?
No, Trish makes she does it with like pork loin sometimes.
Yes.
She chops up the potatoes and she I don't know what she seasons it with.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good though.
All right. It's also National Rice Month. It is Save Your Photos Month, which I want to come back to that in a moment.
Okay.
Self-Improvement Month and National Suicide Prevention Month. The reason I wanted to go back to Save Your Photos Month is I know we have the cloud and all that,
Yes.
but are we really saving our? I'm just afraid that we have all these photo albums.
Okay.
We have one for each child, and those pictures. We're saving those pictures. Everything else is on my phone. From like I don't know what year, 2002 on is on my phone. So am I really saving it, or should I print those photos? Should I?
You can print them. Why don't we make this a thing for you and anyone else concerned with this?
Yes.
To me, I don't know. I feel like I'm just at the point where I'm like, you know what? If the cloud goes down, so do I. Like I'm going down with it, if that's the case. My entire life is on the cloud.
Is it? Yeah.
But no, for you, why don't every year you pick out your favorite photos from your phone and
Right.
get those printed?
Okay.
Why don't you do that?
And the other thing is, I have. I don't know. I probably have 200 pictures on my phone right now. I mean,
I have way more than that.
Okay, maybe I do too.
Because this is going back to that's the dangerous thing about the cloud is I now have pictures from like probably I don't know freshman year of high school on. I don't even know.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Let me see.
probably earlier than that. Probably
Will
like
it tell me?
7th grade.
It doesn't tell me right off the bat.
It should at the bottom.
At the bottom. Oh yeah, I have 548
There you go.
and 87 videos.
All right, we
All
can
right.
do this.
Now,
I have.
but should I print the ones that go back to?
Oh wow,
What?
this is weird. Well, I know this isn't correct. It says 613 photos and 531 videos. That I know that's just not correct. There's more than that. I don't know how to get there.
The earliest picture I have, which you probably can't focus on, is Matt on Doug's motorcycle.
There we go. Looking like a straight up savage.
2014. 2014 is the early. So, should I print the
Ages
early
ago.
ones and then delete them from the phone, or
First off, don't delete them. Who cares?
don't delete? No.
No, I mean, who cares? But I would print. Why don't you print out your favorite ones? Why don't you take up scrapbooking? That used to be Trisha's thing, but she's a busy gal.
Yeah,
So I don't know if she'll be able to get to it. Why don't you take up scrapbooking?
Could be a way to make it through the winter.
There you go.
You never know.
There you go. Do
All
some
right.
scrapbooking. But yeah, print out pictures you're scared. If you look at a picture and you're like, oh, I would be devastated if I'm going to lose this.
Yes.
Print it out.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Any chats before I move on here?
Let's see. I'm getting behind.
See, we're trying not to get behind on chats.
It's dark here in BW. Bridgewater? Is that where Dana
Um,
resides?
I think
he said
so.
stormed here early? ?
Oh,
I love I don't have we talked about this? I love the rain. I love thunderstorms.
I think you've mentioned it, but bring it up again.
I love it when it's pouring down rain. Probably I might like it more than a sunny day, to be honest.
Did you ever
I
hear
love
the?
the rain.
Did you ever hear the song by Eddie Rabbitt, who was a country artist in the '80s? His song was "I Love a Rainy Night." I love a rainy night.
I'm going to listen to it. It's probably going to be my theme song from here on out.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Plus, as I've mentioned before, this room has no second floor or attic above it. So when it rains hard, it's such a nice room to just sit in, take a nap, read a book, something like that. Do a show. Maybe tomorrow morning it'll be storming. So
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Let's see. Maybe I can get a mic up there. We'll mic
there you
up.
go.
We'll mic up the roof. That'd be perfect. Gail said, "Love the library." This guy's a library addict.
I just do. I mean, when you're looking for something to read, you can go and you get something for free. I bought a book the other day from Amazon, which Amazon just amazes me. I bought the book on a Friday, and it was here Sunday morning. How do they do that?
Yeah.
Anyway, I bought a book. It was the latest by Linda Castillo. She writes about, she has a character, Kate Burkholder, who's former Amish, and now she's the police chief in a city in Ohio that has a lot of Amish people.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, it's a really good series. She has a new one out. I bought it the other day, $20 for the book.
It is tough, but like I like collecting the book. I like having it.
Right.
I don't know. It's just rarely do I go back and read a book a second time, but I do like having the book.
True.
Yeah, that's
right.
just my personal opinion. But libraries are cool.
So
I also
Gail
don't
likes-
think I read books fast enough to like make a library.
I'm
make a
having
library
that
worth
problem lately. Yeah, I ended up, but their late fee is like I think 25 cents.
it. You know,
So,
you could get
yeah.
it renewed, by,
I could.
Yeah.
I could. You're right.
Or you could fund the library. That works too.
Or it could be a benefactor.
Dana said, "Game on banquet potatoes." They're so I can't
said
wait
that,
for
Dana?
the wedding. Yeah, I can't wait for the wedding.
I'm gonna
so that
videotape
Pete
you
can
eating
realize.
eating these potatoes.
We'll see. We'll see what my my state, my physical state is at the time.
Oh,
when
okay.
When the potatoes come up.
Yeah, if it's too late in the day.
This is the first wedding I'm allowed to drink at. So.
Oh, that's right.
That's all I'm saying.
You have been the
Sorry, Kat.
You've been the DD, the
Yep.
designated
For the
driver
past 2 weddings.
For the past 2 weddings.
Yep.
All right.
Let's see. Dana said roasted potatoes go awesome with meat. Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, with the pork loin.
Yes,
Yep.
that's what Trish makes.
Yep.
Abby says I love every form of potatoes, every form except potato salad, and it's just because it's cold, man. Warm up your potatoes, people.
I guess that's your thing.
What was it? Someone said there was a German potato salad.
And someone else said Amish, but
No, Amish potato salad is what you guys had. In Virginia.
You're right. So I guess
it didn't
German
sit well with y'all.
Yeah, it didn't.
So
German is warm.
Yeah. Dana said, "Do you guys know of a Photoshop I can have a slide made into a picture? Found a picture of my dad holding me as an infant. I'd like to make it into a photo and framed." I personally don't. I'm showing my lack of age. When you said Photoshop, I thought you meant the
The app.
video editing software.
Maybe
Maybe you do?
I don't know if there's a camera shop that's still in business where you live. Maybe we used to have one in New Bedford, Converse Photo, that for you could bring them an old picture and they would restore it. But they've retired, so I don't know too many.
Diane said a few years back I lost a phone with nothing backed up on the cloud and lost 6 years of photos, including HMS and FHS, which is our middle school and high school.
Ouch.
That always breaks my heart. I had a friend that texted me once and was like, "I literally just lost all of my pictures," and I don't even know what to say.
See,
like,
that's the thing I get. That's in the back of my mind. You know,
if you're not tech
is that
savvy,
going to happen to me?
I would recommend printing out photos.
Okay.
I try to make sure. See, the thing I like about the cloud is like if my phone goes down, I got everything on my laptop. If my laptop goes down, which it did, I got most of it on my phone.
Most of it on the phone.
Some on my other laptop. I have multiple places of accessing.
And I know that Mom has had some photos printed before.
Yes.
I think there's like a Walgreens app that you can just by using the app,
She loves it.
It can be ready in a couple of days.
Yeah,
and it's not expensive.
You choose the photos you want, and then you just go and pick them up.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, it's not expensive at all.
Yeah. Justin said, "Matt and Pete, are you guys wearing black to mourn the loss of Newton?" I think it's time to go to sports.
Yeah, that's next.
Yeah.
By the way, this is blue. But
I mean, on the camera, it kind of looks black.
Yeah.
It's a very dark navy blue.
All right, let me get to sports. And yeah, the Cam Newton era is over in New England. It happened right after the show yesterday. All these things happen after the show.
Always does.
In fact, in Boston, the #1 sports talk show in the morning, I think, Toucher and Rich on the Sports Hub, the Cam Newton story broke at 10:06. Their show ends at 10.
Oh,
Their
that's
producer was tweeting saying, "Really? Come on."
That's tough.
So, the veteran was released by the Patriots yesterday when the team was required to trim their roster to 53 players. Newton posted to Instagram after the news broke, telling his supporters that he is not in need of sympathy. He says, "I really appreciate the love and support during this time, but I must say, please don't feel sorry for me. I'm good." Newton said that with a winking emoji. So it's Mac Jones' team now. And there's all this speculation about where Cam Newton might go. I know I was at the barbershop yesterday. No, not for this. For this. I was at the barbershop yesterday, and they were saying Indianapolis is in rough shape.
They are, yeah.
They're down to their third-string quarterback.
There's a couple teams that are looking a little rough. You said the Washington football team.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Because
Ryan Fitzpatrick, I'm pretty sure, is their only quarterback.
And Ron Rivera was Cam's coach at Carolina.
When he was the MVP, so we'll see.
And I'm also seeing people suggesting he could back up Dak Prescott in Dallas. And Dak's kind of injury-prone, so...
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, and Dak's on my fantasy team, so I'm hoping that's not the case. I will say, I think Justin pointed this out. I think I lost a bet to Doug because of that. I have to go back. I think we talked about it in a show.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure I bet Doug something about Cam Newton starting.
Who would start the season?
I don't know. I think it was like he'll start at least 5 games or something.
Yeah.
So I do think it was like a $5 bet. I think I owe Doug $5.
All right.
Nobody tell him. I don't think he watches the show. Nobody tell him.
Don't tell him. The New England Patriots cornerback Stephon Gilmore will miss the first 6 games of the regular season. Gilmore, who's 30, was placed on the physically unable to perform list, the PUP list, for 6 weeks by the team on Tuesday. He has not participated in a game or practice since last December. He is recovering from a partially torn quad and surgery. Just hearing that partially torn quad
Doesn't sound fun.
Makes me grimace. And, Red Sox lost last night. They dropped another one. The Tampa Bay Rays have won 9 straight.
Yeah, they're kind of killing it.
Beat the Red Sox 8-5 on Tuesday night. Soon after, Red Sox shortstop Xander Bogaerts was pulled because of a positive COVID-19 test. They're dropping like flies. Bogaerts hit an RBI single in the first inning, but the star was replaced defensively in the second. The Red Sox have been 20-23 since the All-Star break. They have a 1-game advantage over Oakland for the second American League wild card. So if it ended today, they would play the Yankees in a wild card game.
Okay.
Right.
I'll take it.
That is your look at sports for this morning. Mike Richards lost the hosting gig, and now he is out as the executive producer at Jeopardy! We'll get to that in just a moment.
Who would have thought Jeopardy would have all that excitement?
Well, Alex Trebek is impossible to replace.
He was clearly the glue that held that show together. I mean, that's what we're seeing.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Nearly a third of Americans have been so caught up with work, life, and kids, and maybe puppies, that they haven't had a day to relax alone in more than 3 months.
Wow.
A survey of 2,000 Americans looked at how people like to exercise self-care, from doing things like listening to music, taking bubble baths, and napping at the end of a long day. The survey found that 65% admit that they would like to spend more time on self-care, but feel they don't have the downtime to make it a routine. If people had more time, they would want to spend it listening to more music,
taking more bubble baths,
taking more baths, and taking long drives is one thing mentioned. I don't think it means a drive to Virginia Beach.
Probably not.
Like we
Probably
do.
not.
But,
yeah.
85% agree that an important part of self-care is prioritizing your mental health during the week. 3 out of 4 think every employer should offer mental health days. And the average person has taken 3 mental health days off from their job within the last year. I think that's high. 3? Taking 3 mental health you just take the day, maybe say you're sick, but you're not sick. But
no, but like if a company has mental health days, then you would just take them. You don't have to lie and say you're sick.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what I do to rely. I read books.
You watch TV.
Yeah, that's a way to.
What do you mean? Yeah,
no, I mean that's a way to.
Yeah, maybe sometimes.
I'm
Sometimes.
agreeing with you that that's a way to relax.
It took you a second,
Okay.
is all I'm saying.
I'm thinking me on my tablet is not really. I mean, a lot of times I'm researching or I'm writing. So I don't know if that counts.
That's what he calls it, researching.
Yeah, I'm just researching the show, honey. She goes, "What are you on TikTok again?" I say, "Well, only a little bit."
He's sitting over there like trying to learn the dances, researching, honey.
What's that? Fancy? What's that song?
Stop it. I was doing it as a joke. You're not allowed to do it.
Okay.
You deserve that.
I can't do the dance anyway.
Anywho, what does everyone do to relax?
Yeah, what do you do to relax?
What do you do to relax?
What do you, just for yourself. Do you like to listen to? I'd like listening to music.
Music is just like, I don't know. To me, like, music is just like the soundtrack of everything. Like when I take a shower, I listen to music. When I'm putting away laundry, I listen to music. So to me, that's not like a indicator of relaxing. Plus, I don't know. It's like making music is not necessarily relaxing. So,
right.
So I wouldn't put music into that category. I've probably relaxed and listened to music, but it's
know
not my go-to thing to relax.
Last night I was cooking dinner, and Priscilla I got her an outdoor Bluetooth speaker for her birthday, so she can have this out near her she shed. And so yesterday I was like, "Hey, can I use this speaker?" So we didn't have to call Matt for me to sync it up to my phone.
I wouldn't have showed up.
Probably. So anyway, I'm listening to music while I'm cooking last night, and she comes into the kitchen and she goes, "Boy, it's a little loud, isn't it?" I was, you don't even notice.
He's like, I was just vibing.
No,
I was just vibing.
You
out
get
there.
into it. Oh, it's just vibing? Is that it? You get into it. You don't even realize how loud it is. But anyway, so what do you do to relax?
It's not good for your old ears.
I am so surprised. I had my hearing tested recently, and it came back fine. You're talking 38 years of radio wearing these.
I mean, if you have a good producer or whatever, it shouldn't be overly loud.
I've had co-hosts say, "Wow, you keep them that loud?" But that's what I do.
Kind of an issue then, I guess.
All right, so for you think maybe listening to music, watching TV?
No, I mean, listening to music's like just a daily thing. Okay. So I wouldn't
watching
differentiate
TV?
that. Yeah, watch it, but I stream it. I don't really watch cable.
You're
you ancient people.
And you're not the bubble bath kind. I just can't see that.
I don't know the last time I took a bath. Yeah. Probably when I was like
And
3.
we've noticed.
Listen, buddy. I take like 2 to 3 showers a day.
He does.
All right?
He does.
So if anyone smells in here, it's Charlie. Guy pees and then lays in it.
Well, yeah, he does.
Idiot. Pete does that sometimes too.
No, I don't.
All right.
All right. Do we have any chats?
Let's see. Well, I'm learning that Dana's afraid of thunder. He's not a big thunder guy. He said he loves a good rain, but he doesn't like thunder. He said he's worse than a dog. He's under the bed when it thunders.
Wow.
Which is interesting. That is interesting. He works with sirens,
I know, huh?
But that is funny. Because I remember like being a kid and like sometimes you get a really bad thunderstorm and it's like, oh wow, okay. But I don't know. It's like a switch flipped, and now
sometimes you do get one right over the house.
I love it though.
Right. Oh yeah,
yeah. Big thunderstorm guy.
Bring it on
right here. Love him. Love him. Let's see. A lot of people that love thunderstorms though. Abby, Gail, they love thunderstorms. Let's see. What else do we have here? Dana says, I take 1 mental health day per month.
Oh, good.
I don't know if it's something that happened as a child, but hate thunder. Yeah, maybe. Maybe there was just one really bad storm, and from that point on, just not a fan. He says, classical music keeps me from killing people. My regular music list is for chores and kitchen chores. That's a good point. Maybe I just need a different genre when it's time to relax.
What is it? Vivaldi's Four Seasons.
Okay.
I think that's what it's called. That's one of my. I love that. I used to have it on cassette somewhere in this. Oh, I could take out my 1970s cassette player.
Yeah, if only it was out.
And play Vivaldi if I could find the tape.
If only it was on the table. It'd be in easy access, but someone kept bitching about it.
How would you feel if I hang my hat on the trophy?
I would hit you with the trophy.
I'm getting the death stare. Yeah.
When you win the trophy, you can do whatever the hell you want with the trophy. Okay. Right. But until that, and I saw your draft, so that's probably not happening this year.
You don't think I had a good draft?
I had a really good draft, so I'm just comparing everyone else. Like Sarah was on the phone with me. She was like, because I called Sarah. I was like, hey, did Steven, who's her husband, I was like, did he help you with the draft? She was like, no, why? I'm like, because you picked a couple players that like I don't think you would have picked if. But she was like, "No, I know he's a good player." I was like, "Okay."
All right.
I was like, "I'm gonna leave it there." Okay. But if I find out you lied to me, then
don't lie.
You're dead to me.
By the way,
but no. So I just think I have a really good team, and I'm cocky.
So it's 8:33.
Okay.
Doing it live here, and no one's mentioned this yet.
Oh my! This guy, he just wants the attention.
all
the time.
I was going to wait.
As if it's his show or something.
I was going to wait and see how long it took to notice. I figured we'd start.
People probably notice, but like you for some reason you think it's like this big thing, like this big dunce cone that you wear. Like you had a couple good seasons. When are you going to stop being like, who's going to pick on me? Who's gonna pick on me?
Do you know how many years I have lived through Squish the Fish?
But I think
I figured someone would call me out for it.
I feel like you just enjoy like the attention of people rashing on you.
No,
just be proud, man. You got a decent team. You finished better than the Pats last year.
I just thought someone would call me out for it today, and I'm surprised we've gone halfway through the show and no one's mentioned it.
Hold on.
What?
Is that a Dolphin shirt?
Yes, Matt, it is.
What a loser.
Thank you.
There. Are you happy? Did you get your fix for the day?
Shall I move on?
Jesus. All right.
Entertainment news this morning. A Jungle Cruise sequel is already in the works. The Disney movie featuring Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt was released a month ago and is one of the biggest movies of the summer. Sources say Johnson and Blunt will return as Frank Wolf and Dr. Lily Houghton for the sequel. And Mike Richards is out as the executive producer of Jeopardy, and he also did Wheel of Fortune. He is out less than 2 weeks after he stepped down as the new Jeopardy host in the wake of controversy. The staff was informed of Richards' departure on Tuesday in a memo sent out by a Sony executive. Richards is 46. He announced to staff on August 20th that he was stepping down as the new Jeopardy host in the wake of controversies involving past lawsuits from his time as executive producer on The Price is Right and sexist comments he made on a podcast that he hosted. Guy can't catch a break.
I miss Alex.
Yes, we do. So that is your entertainment news for today. So before we get into this, anyone comment on the shirt or anything?
Oh my God, this guy! You are so obsessed about this.
Are there
this
any
shirt
chats?
Abby said, "Oh, I noticed!" Exclamation point.
Okay.
Okay. There you go. There you go. Justin did say going for walks or watching shows to relax for him.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
And Diane said to relax, she lights a fire in the pit in her backyard. Actually, we bought Trish a new fire pit.
That was nice
for her birthday.
Yeah.
It is. It's a lot nicer than I expected. So we set that up yesterday. It's looking pretty nice.
Does it come from Amazon? And it was out on the porch?
No, it's from Home Depot.
Okay. So anyway, we got the delivery yesterday, and Priscilla went out, and she was like, "Oh, there's a heavy package out on the porch." Matt.
Yep. That's my life. She just buys things, and well, this one we bought for her. I'll give her that. But like she would buy rocking chairs, and she's like, "Okay, Matt, put it together."
Put it together.
I'm like, this is where I say it's not fair being the youngest. Because
Did you?
No one else, none of my other siblings have to put her rocking chairs together.
Someday you wanted to discuss that, right? About things they don't tell you about being the youngest. Yeah, I'm sure you have a list.
I do.
Do you want to explain? This was the Mother's Day gift from the kids. The third one. Do you want to explain?
Oh, well, I'm not the third. What do you mean the third one?
Well,
what was the second one?
Well, first we were going to buy her a puppy.
Oh,
first,
I forgot about that.
They were going to get her a puppy for Mother's Day, and I thought, well, she's got to be involved in the decision, you know? I mean,
at first we thought it was a good idea because at one point she was like very frustrated in the dog buying process, and she was like, "I wish someone would just buy me a dog." And so I was like, "Okay." So I messaged the Sibs. We got a group chat, and we decided we were going to get her a puppy. But then, like, I don't know, Trish didn't want to be a part of it, but at the same time, she did. She definitely did want to be a part of it. Yep. So finally, she was a part of it. So it was no longer a present. So then I came up with a good idea to make these, like, planter pots around our shed.
Right.
To make it look a little bit nicer. So I showed her the plan that we were going to do.
And they were going to make it, too.
And we were going to build it for her. And I don't know, just time went on, and she was like, I think it looks great the way it is. I don't think I need them. And we were all just like, okay, but we haven't. Now we need to get a new present,
right?
So we ended up on the fire pit. So
that'll be nice too.
Yes,
maybe get that going on this Labor Day weekend.
Yes.
All right. So, question for you this morning: what are some of the top lies men tell women? Here we go. Number 1: I'm stuck in traffic. Men are not that good at communication, and most will find it difficult to explain the main reason that they're running late. So they'll just blame it on traffic instead of saying something like, "I should have left earlier. I stopped for a beer," something. It's like, traffic.
Yes, that's kind of a dick move, but anyways.
Number 2, a lie that men tell women: it's not that expensive. This is yet another common lie that men find themselves saying to women. Guys love toys and stuff that they can buy and maybe use it once and never use it again, but something that catches their eye. However, when they're questioned about it, they are likely to say, "Well, it's not that expensive."
She walks out, there's a boat in the driveway. It's not that expensive.
Not that
sweetie.
expensive.
I mean, why don't you grow up a little bit?
It's also a way for guys try to prove to be responsible with cash and that they are not spendthrifts.
Ah.
So, lie number 3. I'm on my way. How many times have you heard
I think everyone lies about that.
about that one?
Yeah.
Women at times invite guys over to occasions that they do not want to attend, like a family reunion, mother-in-law's in town, whatever. They, however, can't refuse. You can't refuse to go because it would have some serious consequences if you don't show up. So this lie is used as a way of stalling. But you think everybody does that?
Yeah, I think so. I also think everyone misjudges how long it takes to get there. Like, hey, I'll be there in 5 minutes.
Right.
And in reality, it's like 15, 20 minutes.
20, yeah.
I don't know. Plus, I feel like and I'm not saying I'm any different. I probably do this too. But like, you text that you're on your way before you leave the house.
So you're really not on your way.
But the thing is, you probably text that. You're like, I'm on my way. And then you're like, oh, wait a second. I need to start my laundry. Do that, blah, blah, blah. And then it ends up being like 10 more minutes.
Right.
So we're all probably guilty of that.
Lie number 4, sorry I missed your call.
Oh, 100%.
This lie can also be rephrased as my battery died or I had no signal, but they all mean that they simply blocked or screened your call. The major reason they tell this lie is they're afraid of telling their girlfriends to give them some space.
Or just, I mean, not even in a relationship. Just like if you call me and I just don't want to talk on the phone, I'll probably just, and then text you and be like, hey, what's up? Can't talk. What's up?
Right.
So,
but that one happens.
sorry I missed your call. What's happening?
Yeah.
And then if they call you again, it's like, it didn't work.
Number 5 is when you say, no, you don't look fat. Ooh, that's a tricky one. This is probably one of the safe responses a man can say. Women are very sensitive to this matter, and men try as much not to offend them. We don't want to offend you. To get an honest opinion, ladies should really just ask their girlfriends. Just ask their girlfriends.
Yeah, probably ask your best friend because they probably wouldn't lie.
Yeah.
Pete, you're looking a little plump.
Does this outfit make me look fat?
I'm just kidding.
That's a dangerous question.
It's not, though. Absolutely not.
No?
Is the correct answer.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
There you go.
And finally, lies that men tell women, nothing's wrong, I'm fine. This is probably the most common lie men tell women.
Again, that's just everyone.
This lie is usually meant to prevent a lot of drama and protect their male pride. Naturally, men are not good at expressing their feelings, and they tend to harbor these feelings within. It is easier for them not to admit it and try to avoid the situation. In this case, it is better to leave them alone and give them some time to figure things out.
Well, it's also like, I don't know, when you're in a bad mood, sometimes there's one of two things. You either want someone to ask how you're doing or you don't want someone to ask how you're doing. And when you don't want someone to ask how you're doing, you just say you're fine.
Yeah. But it's tough when she knows or you know as a friend that they're really not fine. That the way they're acting, something's wrong.
Yeah.
But I guess we need to back off.
But sometimes there's nothing more. I mean, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like sometimes when you're in a bad mood, there's nothing more annoying than someone that's like pressing you about why you're in a bad mood.
Yeah.
Because I would say most of the time, you probably don't even know why you're in a bad mood.
There are times. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So, did I miss any? Ladies, did I miss any, common lies that men tell women? We only had 6.
Diane said, it's me, not you, when they want to break up with a girl.
Oh.
It's me, not you.
It's me.
I feel like there's no, like, clean way to break up, right?
I don't
that stuff
think
is
so.
in movies and TV shows.
I
Or,
don't
like,
think so.
My favorite is, like, we can still be friends. I feel like that's kind of difficult
Yeah.
to actually... It probably happens in some cases. But
You're just trying to find a way to soften the blow.
yeah.
And she's right. Whenever you say, it's me, not you, it's you. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Probably.
really the other person. That's the reason you're leaving, So, if I missed any, let us know. All right, in the chat this morning or in comments if you're watching this later. Okay, we'd love to hear your thoughts.
Dana said, I don't lie to my girl. That's why Trish thinks I should be buried in the tomatoes. What?
Buried in the tomato. I don't get that
I'm
one.
confused.
I mean, I'm even trying to think if that's a Godfather reference.
All I'm saying is if Dana goes missing, I'm checking the tomatoes.
Yes.
I don't.
First stop, the tomatoes.
I don't. That's interesting. Abby said, even if you know someone is not in a good spot, just be there with them, sit with them. They will come around. They may not be ready to talk about it yet. Yeah, so their crutch might be, I'm fine, but just Don't push. Don't push. Pushing makes it worse, I feel.
Yeah.
Anyone else agree?
We're just trying to help, but you're right. It's not the time.
We also have the parents-son dynamic going on right now, so he's probably saying, like, no, we need to figure out what's wrong, buddy. And I'm like, hey, Pete, F off sometimes, man.
No, but I'm realizing...
So that's probably what's happening here.
No, I don't think so. I think there are times... Hey, I'm trying to be a better person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Been on this planet long enough. I should start getting it right.
Yeah. It's about damn time, you know?
and with you as the judge, it ain't never going to happen.
Let's see. Gail said, Matt being the youngest has more benefits than negatives. I'm the baby of my siblings, and I wouldn't change a thing. I don't think I would change a thing either. I think you're probably right. Yeah. I think there's a lot of unknown negatives.
Unknown negatives.
Yeah, stuff that you don't really consider, and older siblings probably definitely don't consider.
Okay.
But that, I don't want to get too deep. We can talk about that. There's a song, again, that I'm trying to release at some point, but it's my favorite song I've ever written. It's about that situation, kind of. But I need to play it for the siblings, and we're never all together at the same time.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
So that's the struggle I'm
We
dealing
were
with.
for your college graduation, but it just didn't seem that...
I also completely forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have, but I completely forgot.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
But yes, you're probably right. There are probably definitely more benefits than negatives. I just think that the crutch that everyone uses is that the youngest is always spoiled. And while that's true at times, it's not, that doesn't sum up the entirety of being the youngest.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Okay.
But anyways, back to you, Bob.
Bob?
Yes.
I came across a very interesting question on Reddit. I mean, we find some really interesting things, but this one really made me stop and think. A Reddit user recently asked, what's the best question your therapist has asked you? Now, first I thought, aren't we kind of prodding here? I mean, people talking about therapy, but then as I read them, I thought, that is wise. All right.
Okay.
What is the best question your therapist has ever asked you?
Apparently, we're taking everybody to therapy this morning.
If you weren't related to your relatives, would you be friends with them? If not, then why does it matter so much to you what they think?
My siblings, yeah, I think I'd be friends with them. My parents, I don't know. You see the shirt he's wearing?
Yeah, right. No, but like aunts and uncles, I mean, you really didn't have a big family when it comes to that. There was only my brother. So.
Also, I mean, that's not to go back to the youngest thing, but that's also an aspect of it. There's a lot of relatives that I just don't know because
yeah.
So yeah.
But my mother came from a family of 11. So I had 10 uncles and aunts. And yes, when I was growing up, it was important to not disappoint this uncle or this aunt. I want them to think well of me. But interesting question, huh? If you weren't related to them, would you still be friends? So why do you care what they think?
It's a good point.
Is that going to matter 5 years from now? How about 5 months? 5 days? Will it even matter 5 hours from now? Then why are you wasting more than 5 minutes worrying about it?
Wow.
We're getting deep here this morning. This one I had to read twice. In regards to negative self-talk, the things that you say about yourself, if your closest friends were depressed and going through a hard time, would you say the same things to them? Then why are you saying it to yourself?
Yeah.
Deep.
I like it.
And one more. What's stopping you from doing that? Sometimes it's helpful to have someone point out that in many ways we create our own obstacles. So if there's something you want to do in life, what's stopping you from doing it? Probably yourself.
Yeah. No, 100%.
You're the only one stopping you. So there you go, some words of wisdom. I thought that was
I like it.
I thought that was really cool. But what questions has your therapist asked you?
Diane did say, Matt, you once said it's great being the youngest because parents have given up by then. That's true. That's true. This is the dangerous thing about having now a record of everything I say.
Oh, yeah,
on this
that's
pod.
right.
We are 59 shows in, and you all can call me a liar at any time. But I did say there are definitely benefits. They did give up by me, and I did win a lot of battles
we
that
gave
my
up
other
the
siblings have not.
television battle. We
definitely
gave
a
up,
benefit of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Just wore us out.
Dana said, being the youngest, parents stopped at perfection. Giggle. They did always say if I was the first, I would have been the last. I think for different reasons, probably not for perfection, but I'm going to take it as that. I think if I was first, they would have been like, he's perfect. We can't have another. Yeah.
You keep telling yourself that. That's fine.
That helps me sleep at night, so I'm going to do it. Okay, what's this about the tomato plants? Hold on. Diane said, I recently saw a meme that said if you bury a body, do it by an endangered plant. Because if it's an endangered plant, people won't dig it up.
Okay.
That's like...
Tomatoes aren't really endangered, though.
That's a really detailed thinking. That makes me a little uncomfortable. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's more on this tomato plant. Dana said, buried in the tomatoes is a story you have to ask Ma Braley about. Quite funny. All right. She's working today. We'll have to get it out of her tomorrow. But I'm intrigued now. You got me.
Yeah.
That's the opening line of that story. You got me. So I'm in it. I'm going to be waiting by the door with Charlie for Trish. But yes.
We might be able to ask her on the phone today because Wednesday she has a little more downtime than she does. Monday's just ballistic. We don't talk to her Monday. We wait for her to call us. And sometimes it's around supper time.
Yeah. Abby says, in quotes, back to the question thing, would you talk to your daughter the way you talk to yourself?
Oh, when a guy has a little pepper in his language there, would you talk to your daughter? What?
A guy has a little pepper in it. What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, I thought she was talking about like when a guy was
the therapist. The therapist question.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Would you talk to your daughter the way you talk to yourself? I think that's the way I took it.
I get it now.
Personally,
I get it now.
A little. What is that old person saying?
Just wait
pepper
a minute.
In his mouth.
What I was getting at was if someone had like a potty mouth, calling a woman.
Say how you said it again.
What did I say? Something about
pepper in his mouth.
Peppery speech.
Okay. Never heard that one before.
Okay. But no, if a guy was trash talking a woman, it's like, would you talk to your daughter that way? That's the way I took it at first.
Okay. I'll give you that. Not the saying that you used about pepper, but I will give you the reason behind it.
Okay.
She also said, Matt, you are a liar.
You're a liar.
Ow. Okay.
Oh.
I bet any lie you back me into a corner, I will get myself out somehow. I will find a way. I will go down fighting. Mm-hmm. Justin said oldest sibling is goat. Can't agree. Sorry.
Oldest sibling is goat?
Yeah. Can't agree. Gail said truth police everywhere, right? But guess what? I'm the OG truth police. You can't get me. I live by the truth. You can't bring down a liar if they don't lie. So you may misinterpret me.
Okay. Yeah.
Notice how I dodged that thing Diane said.
Yes.
I totally said that my parents gave up by then. Yeah. But I also said there's some benefits.
Yes, there are.
And that's one of the benefits. Peppery speech, never heard of that. But yes, it was a therapy question about negative self-talk.
Okay.
Yes. So you take your peppery stuff over there.
Okay, just...
All right. Oh, by the way, before, because you're all into these shirt comments, Gary said...
I'm not all into it. I just thought someone would call me out, like probably in the opening minutes of the show.
He said, at least it's not a Pats shirt, Pete. Go Giants. You know, Gary, I really enjoy having you in the show. Until now, you went too far. Okay, that hurts a little bit. I'm just going to... I need a second. Take it away.
Okay. Moving on today, the health and fitness file. I really wanted to get to this story today. An Arizona woman is crediting her Apple Watch for saving her life. The 70-year-old woman felt a fluttering in her chest before she was about to take a walk back in June. She was wearing an Apple Watch that day and said she glanced down at her wrist and she had a message to seek medical attention. It said that her heart rate was at 174 and that she was in AFib and to call her doctor. So the woman went to the hospital and had a number of tests done and was told her condition was life-threatening. She was hospitalized for a week. The woman wanted to show her gratitude to Apple and reached out to Apple's CEO, Tim Cook. And he responded. He said, "I'm so glad you sought medical attention and received the treatment you needed. Thanks for sharing your story with us. It inspires us to keep pushing forward."
They better have sent her like a free iPhone or something.
Something for that, right?
I mean, that story is the best marketing thing I've ever heard for Apple Watch.
Employees can reduce the risk of stress of the office by doing yoga at work. Scientists say yoga relieves stress better than traditional techniques, including massage. They pooled some data from 15 clinical trials involving almost 700 healthcare workers. They examined the effects of yoga, massage therapy, progressive muscle relaxation, and stretching. Results indicated only yoga and massage were more effective than no intervention, with yoga being the best. So there you go.
Who's doing yoga at work, though? I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, unless you have a group that does it.
I just want a video of someone that like works in a busy place to just get up and like in the middle of the floor. Just don't say anything. Just get up, put out a yoga mat, and just start doing yoga.
Just do your
and just
stuff.
see what happens.
Yeah,
I
see
don't know,
what
that'd
kind
be
of
hilarious.
response.
I don't think anyone's really doing yoga at work, personally.
All right.
Maybe we should implement that at the Pete Braley Show.
Yeah, about what, halfway in?
Halfway,
we start doing
8:30,
yoga?
we do yoga, just here on camera.
I'll get down on the floor and never get back up again.
Sounds good to me.
That's okay. And finally, there was a TikTok video that I found. This is from Dr. Anthony Youn, Youn, from Detroit, and he shared some body hacks that he says actually work. 2.6 million people have viewed his TikTok, and here's what we have.
Oh, dude, I think I'm gonna hurl. Here, take a sniff of this alcohol swab. Doctors and nurses use it all the time to help with nausea. Man, I just cannot fall asleep at night. Try a scoop of peanut butter before going to bed. It contains tryptophan, which will help you fall asleep. Well, what if my arm falls asleep? Oh, just try rocking your head from side to side a few times. That's gonna relax your neck and cause your arm to come back to life. Hey bro, I'm like so stressed out. Oh, no problem. Just try closing your eyes and then breathing in for a count of 4 and then out for a count of 8. Do that a few times and you're gonna feel so much better.
All right, so it's in for 4 and out for 8, right? I was really curious. I tried the peanut butter last night.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I was wondering if you remembered.
It felt really weird to take a spoonful of peanut butter. I mean, I've probably done it as a kid. But
Sometimes randomly I'm like, you know what, I'm craving peanut butter, and I'll do that.
Yeah.
Probably like a couple times a year. It's really weird, but I do that.
I did it last night.
And then I fall asleep right after, and now it makes so much sense.
Now
No,
it does.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Did it help?
I think it did. I mean,
Okay.
I need to try it again, so I'll do it tonight. I'll do it for a couple of nights and see. But I know I tried it, and then I went to bed, and I started reading my book. And, yeah, within 5 or 10 minutes, I found myself, like, reading the same paragraph over and over.
See, it's always tough. It's like, was it the peanut butter? Were you tired? I don't know.
Right. So I'm going to wait and see.
But, yeah, maybe do it for a little while.
Yeah.
See how it works.
So I'll let you know.
We're going to need more peanut butter.
All right.
We're going to need more peanut butter. But, yeah, the nausea one's interesting. I'll have to try that.
Nausea.
I do,
Oh, yeah.
I do deal with nausea because I deal with migraines and stuff. So I'm
So
curious.
I guess they use that in the hospital.
I'm going to take it a step further. I'm just going to start licking the alcohol swabs. That should help.
Highly recommend it, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, before we leave, do we have any final chats?
Let's see. Abby did say, OMG, a dolphin shirt? Ew. Yeah, everyone give him the attention he wants.
Come on. No,
everybody, roast him. Just roast the dolphin shirt. He
All
wants
I'm
it
saying
for some reason.
is I thought someone would call me out within the opening minutes of the show.
This is probably like bad karma, though, that you want. Like, watch them go 0-16. Well, 0-17 this year.
Because of me?
Because you just want it to be roasted so bad.
Right,
so the whole
right.
season we're going to be like, bitch, you like the Dolphins?
Didn't I wear something one day, either a hat or a shirt, and somebody did say, Pete, not feeling a shirt.
Maybe. I think, were we in Virginia? I don't know.
Could be.
I vaguely remember that. Vaguely.
Okay.
I wear a Red Sox hat every day. We're not doing that great. I don't expect people to roast me.
Yeah. All right.
Because they know I'll beat them up. I'll beat you with my trophy.
All right, then tomorrow I'm coming with the aqua hat. Okay, how about that?
Do it up.
All right.
If I was a Dolphins fan, I would be rocking those colors. They have a fantastic color scheme.
Your mother cannot stand this. I told her
She
that I
is
was
just a diva sometimes.
I told her
She's not. I didn't say that. I'm sorry.
I told her I was going
Sorry,
to buy.
Trish.
My name's not Trish.
Back to you.
I was going to buy a dolphin jacket. I bought a jacket recently, and I told her, I said, "Yeah, you'll see on Amazon I'm buying this jacket." And she said, "Don't tell me it's bright orange." I was like, "No, it's actually black. It just
Well, I
has
think
the logo."
this is flashbacks to the yellow shorts. I think that's why she struggles with this so much. And I do have to side with her on that one.
It was a pair of basketball shorts that I picked up in like in Walmart, I think, to use as pajamas. And I thought, no one's going to see this except for the immediate family. So what's wrong with having bright yellow shorts?
Well,
oh,
first
my
off,
God.
they were the brand like And One. They were really long. Like it looked like Pete was about to ball up with the boys. He was wearing really long
Yeah.
highlighter yellow shorts.
Yeah, it was a yellow highlighter. Yeah.
And you say no one sees you, but like, I don't know, there's the occasional time that like you're still in your pajamas and like a package gets delivered or something. Or,
True.
You know,
True.
so they were bad. They
All
were
right,
pretty
they're
bad.
gone-
Plus,
they're
he would
gone.
wear it with like a purple Under Armour shirt or something, and then it's like Barney was walking through your house.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
It wasn't a good look. It really wasn't. But yeah, so I think she has flashbacks to that
Okay.
with the bright colors.
So no orange shirts
I mean, I'm a fan
of the color scheme?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you just gotta surround it. You're always like, I don't know what to match it with. Just surround it with black stuff.
Black.
You know,
Yeah.
like this hat. This hat's a different color, I would
Yeah.
say, for most hats. I'm wearing a black shirt. It works.
It works. Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. Justin said that's drip, Pete. Don't let the haters hate. No. He doesn't need a pair of shorts like that ever
That's-
again. Trish probably lit them on fire. I'm not sure where they went.
I threw them away.
We
I
harassed
placed
them so much that
Yes.
he threw them away.
I placed them in the garbage, got rid of them.
I don't even feel guilty. They were that bad. They were bad.
They were not.
Dana said, way to go, Apple Watch.
Yeah.
Let's see. Abby said, the look on kids' faces are hilarious when parents reach the furious stage. The furious stage. Run.
stage.
Oh, yeah, because Dana was saying if I swore at my daughter, she knew I was past furious. I tried to keep it as clean as I could.
Yeah.
I do think swearing is really interesting because I think swearing is really funny at times, but like if you take it in the context of a fight, it's really aggressive. And I just think it's really interesting to be on both
you're right.
sides of the spectrum.
You're right.
Because, yeah, we had discussions about whether or not we would swear on the show, but sometimes it's just like needed.
Yeah.
Well, not needed, but I don't know. I just think it's a
Well,
little
it's
bit better.
it's more natural for you. And the problem about doing it on the show is for, 30 some odd years I was in radio where you can't swear. Or you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
So I just didn't know if I didn't know if I'd be able to. I've got the sensor lives in my head saying, "Don't say it."
Yeah. Well, it's like sometimes I do worry that like some of the stuff I always joke around if people walk by the house and they like heard the way that like I don't know the three of us here talk to each other sometimes it's really like and it's all jokes, like it's totally jokes, but like I could see people being like, I can't believe he's talking to his dad like that because like I just called my dad the B word because I don't know, he'll be like, hey, can you get me water? I'll just say it's nonsense, but that's just the relationship we have. We all know it's a joke.
That's just us.
Yeah. Cat. Oh, Cat's here. What up, Cat? Cat said, and he would always wear it with the purple shirt. Yeah, Barney walking around like.
I love you.
He was like, "How can I make it worse?
love
This is
me."
bad. What I'm doing. How can I make it worse?" Is what he would always say.
Oh, Kat has today off. That's why she's. Kat's had.
She has the day off.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. She's the athletic trainer at Norton High School who is discovering the preseason really sucks. Because she can't wait for school to start because then every sport will start at 2:30.
Yeah, it's very sporadic.
Now there's like volleyball at 9 in the morning, soccer's at 1 in the afternoon. Football had a scrimmage last night at 7. So that's a long day.
It's tough. It's tough.
Good to have you with us.
Dana said, "Cursing is a way to get your proper emphasis." It is. It like
Yeah.
it'll take a serious point just a little bit more serious, and it'll take a funny point just a little bit funnier.
Yeah,
In
I
my
guess
opinion.
so.
There are some comedians that don't swear though, and they're hilarious. So
And I've always respected.
yeah, that's
ironically,
that's like fancy footwork that you got to do.
yeah. Ironically, Bill Cosby was one of the best back in the 70s. But I always admired guys that could really get the laugh without going dirty. And it's like, wow, that's a skill.
It is. But I mean, there's also comedians that like are just hilarious and they swear. So, let's see. Kat said, I have had 5 12-hour days in the past week.
Yikes.
Let's clap it up for Kat. Woo. Making that money. Making that money.
Doing
Dana says, and if Ma Braley curses, you done right fudged up. No, that's the truth. She almost never swears. But when she does,
Yep.
Look out. Get running. That's when I call my siblings, hey, I'll be moving in for the next month. Trish needs to cool down. Now, that rarely ever happens. Is there anything I missed? Is there anything anyone wanted to get across that I missed? Let me know. Let me know, and we can go to Pete here.
So I guess we'll have a storm moving in later this afternoon.
Yeah, I just received a text from Trish that I need to cover up the new fire pit.
Oh.
Yes.
Don't want the new fire pit getting wet.
No, we haven't even had a fire yet.
I know. It's brand new. Yeah. But I guess storm moving in this afternoon and then overnight, and maybe it'll be...
Let's go. All my rain lovers.
Let's go like crazy. All right, we'll leave you with our thought for the day today. And the thought is, don't worry too much about how you're going to get it all done. Get started. Learn as you go, and it will all come to you. Action creates momentum, and momentum energizes you to keep going.
Boom.
All right.
I like it.
No matter what, hope you go out and make it a great day.
Yeah, Dana said, I hope you can relax today. Yes. Everyone try and relax today. Have a good one. We out.